Hey guys, this is Dreads. This is my first vlog. Basically what I want to do with this is basically anything I want to do. Teach people, just share what's going on, and all that stuff. So, today was a little weird for me. What we were talking about today in class, because I go to Adelphia Bible School here in Ravensdale, Washington, but the main question that was asked was, why does God allow suffering? I've always had trouble with this. I mean, He's a good God, but there's still pain and suffering in the world, and those two things just didn't seem to mix together. It's like sometimes we see God as this great benevolent being, but other times when bad things happen, He's an evil dictator. Yeah, I just found that orange. Okay, but we talked about 4 different types of views on this. The first one is very Calvinistic, and basically it doesn't make much sense to me. It seems more like God is basically making sin happen, but at the same time He isn't. And I'm not going to get into the whole Calvin Arminian thing. It's just messes with my head, and I hate that stuff. But basically, everything we do is still according to His plan. But I look at that and I'm just thinking, does that mean our sin and causing pain, killing others, especially those who aren't believers, how does that fit into a benevolent God's plan? And that's where I drive off of Calvinism. But another point was that God is a captain of a ship. It was a pretty good analogy, but some flaws. We couldn't leave the ship. The ship is Earth, and we are here going from where we started to God's final destination. We rebel on the ship, but God is still in control. So God knows everything that's going to happen in this view also. Everything, and we all still do it. This is the same in the well, I guess I can compact the second and third view into one, which is like that. But the teacher gave this analogy for this on what it makes us think of. So think of a father owns a gun, and he knows his son is taking that gun to his school to shoot it up. The blood is on the hands of the father, not the son, because the father knew what was going to happen, but he didn't prevent it from happening. And so those two views kind of get us to thinking that way. And then there's the fourth view, which I think I might be more of that than anything else, and it's a open theism view. Basically, God limits Himself to be going along with time as we do, and so He is progressing along time with us. And it wouldn't be the first time I've heard of God limiting Himself. And I mean, think of Jesus. Jesus limited himself when he came down to earth. He put human limitation on him. And so that just shows God can put limitation on himself for any reason he wants to. And so he doesn't see the entirety of time that will happen. He limits himself to be with us in the time that we are in currently, and chooses not to look at that future point. And this got me confused also, because I was thinking of the prophecies, but then it was explained more. The prophecies are God's plan for the future, not something that he's looking into the future and he sees it is actually done right there. But it's going to happen because he is going to make it happen. This view actually does make a bit more sense to me, because that would mean that what Hitler did, God isn't accountable for it, because God would choose not to see the future, and so he doesn't see Hitler doing this from before he was conceived. But we also went on to say God is the ultimate game master, basically. And think of the greatest chess player ever, who will basically win every single time with the least amount of moves ever possible to do. And that actually kind of fits with what I've been seeing in the Bible. So I guess I am an open theist, kind of. In all of these theories, there's biblical support and holes in it. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about today. If you guys want to hear more, just subscribe. I'll post videos whenever I feel like it, basically. And I'll see you later.